If you find yourself wanting to describe the Trump administration as authoritarian, Orwellian, creepy, but you're running into people who have doubts about whether those terms really apply, just show them this video from Washington Monthly's Ann Kim.
You're likely hearing a lot of comparisons to George Orwell's 1984 these days, but there really is one scene in his book that really does reflect the reality of life in Donald Trump's America. So in this scene, there's a worker from the Ministry of Truth who's talking about creating a dictionary of Newspeak. That's the government's version of acceptable language. He's bragging about his job to the hero of the book, a guy named Winston Smith, and he says, "You think, I dare say, that our chief job is inventing new words, but not a bit of it. We're destroying words, scores of them, hundreds of them, every day. We're cutting the language down to the bone." Well, that is exactly what's happening today. Donald Trump has turned every federal agency into kind of a mini Ministry of Truth that's banning words from government websites, suppressing vital information from the public, and blocking research on forbidden topics. He is, in fact, also destroying scores of words, hundreds of them. According to a running list by the nonprofit PEN America, federal websites have blocked more than 250 words so far, and the intent is to inject MAGA ideology into every facet of government. So let's take a deeper look at what Trump speak looks like. The first salvo of Trump's war on words was, of course, DEI, but it's gone far beyond that now, and it's become more of a concerted effort to erase vital parts of American identity and history. The Department of Defense, for instance, erased more than 26,000 images from its websites in this indiscriminate purge of references to race, gender, and sexual orientation. Among the websites that got eliminated was a page about the planes that dropped atomic weapons on Japan during World War II. That's because the plane just happened to be called the Enola Gay. They even erased a page about baseball great Jackie Robinson, who also served in World War II, until public outcry forced the department to put that page back up. But while Jackie Robinson's legacy may have been saved, there's no question that there have been many, many more heroes whose legacy has been erased, disappeared, perhaps forever. DEI is also no longer about just quote-unquote affirmative action. Government agencies like the National Institutes of Health, the Veterans Administration, and the National Science Foundation are even flagging words like women, although of course not the word men. They're also banning words like trauma, barriers, equity, and excluded. Even seemingly neutral words like historical and institutional are now under suspicion. This is an administration that is not interested in justice or in fairness. In fact, the word injustice is now on the government's no-no list, according to the New York Times. Trump speaks campaign against diversity also signals who is worthy in Trump's America and who is not. In addition to women, gay, and trans, banned words have included autism, elderly, and disability. Those words have been scrubbed from government websites too. The banning of words has moreover escalated to the banning of whole books. At the U.S. Naval Academy, for instance, they purged about 400 books, including classics like Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Meanwhile, Hitler's Mein Kampf remains on the Naval Academy shelves. But even if you're not bothered by the erasure of culture and diversity, Trump's war on words is having a real-world impact on public safety and health. That's because the ban on words has also meant a ban on research. According to the New Republic, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has banned words like safe drinking water and pollution from agency documents. At NIH, the agency reportedly canceled a grant on the efficacy of shingles vaccines because the grant application contained the words hesitancy and uptake. Scientists can also no longer study the mRNA technology that led to the development of the COVID vaccine because mRNA is a banned word too. And this particular ban really matters in contexts far beyond COVID. Earlier this year, scientists revealed a breakthrough in the treatment of pancreatic cancer with an mRNA vaccine. Unfortunately, however, that research is under jeopardy because of this ban. By erasing words and erasing ideas, Trump wants to narrow your worldview to match his own. He wants to control what you think, what you say, and what you're entitled to know. Banning words means banning thoughts means the loss of freedom. And that is not the kind of America that the founders sought to create. I'm Ann Kim, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.